Hello, welcome to Podcast vs. Player. We have another review, and today we're looking at the WiMiUS P64 Projector, which was very kindly sent to us by WiMiUS, but in no way influenced what we think of the product. When it comes to enjoying movies at home, there's nothing quite like sitting back and feeling like you're at the cinema, or whilst you're snuggled up on the sofa. WiMiUS knows this, and if you're in the market for a quality native FHD projector at an affordable price, then their P64 projector could be just what you're looking for. The P64 is a modern looking projector that more resembles a speaker, but because of the more modern aesthetic, it sits more comfortably in your home. Sporting a cube design, the P64 looks premium, with a touch panel for controls up on top, whilst the generous lens sits on the left hand side of the front. Interestingly, the P64 is fully sealed to protect from dust, which in theory should reduce any black spots and image quality loss, but only time will tell if this sealed approach actually works. Some of the features of the P64 are autofocus, auto 60 keystone correction, native 1080p and 4K support, although the 4K is just input, Wi-Fi 6 and two-way Bluetooth 5.2, 2 HDMI ports, 2 USB ports, and the screen goes from 40 inches all the way to a gigantic 300 inches. It also has a zoom option, AV-out, and a headphone speaker port. So as you can see kind of in the background, I've got it sat upon a shelf, and that is being projected onto a 100-inch 16:9 electric projector screen with 1.1 gain. So as soon as the P64 was turned on, the autofocus kicked in immediately, and it went to work, and it just kind of like looked at the area it was going in, making sure the visuals were crisp and ready to go in seconds. The user interface, while nothing revolutionary, it gets the job done, and because it's quite bold colours, it makes it pop because they're very vibrant once it's projected onto the screen. It's very easy to navigate, and as you can see from the shots that are rolling now, you've got the option for Apple AirPlay and Android Miracast as well, so you can send things directly from your phone. We'll point out though, you can't use stuff that uses HDCP, so things like Netflix you can't cast. So if you do want to do that, you need to do that via via HDMI. Sorry. So that's like you can put a Fire Stick in or plug in a PlayStation or an Xbox or anything that allows you to send the signal via HDMI. So the first test I did was in a regular room with the blinds open and around noon. Not the best setting to test a projector, but it's always worth seeing what kind of picture it can produce during non-ideal scenarios. And the P64 taps 500 ANSI lumens, which doesn't sound a lot on paper, but in real-world testing, I was very surprised by the actual bright and decent clarity output it displayed even in quite a bright environment. Then wait till nighttime, obviously blinds closed, lights off and everything else, and the picture's phenomenal. It's a seriously good picture. I was instantly impressed with the vibrant colours, and the autofocus and auto 60 keystone correction saves a great deal of setup time. The electric screen I use is 100 inches, and with the placement of the P64 that I had a projection of around 98 inches, which was a giant display for the room it was being tested in. But as I said, the P64 will go up to a gigantic 300 inches if you have the room to accommodate the setup. For the review, I watched some of the Blender Studio animations, and they looked fantastic. Particularly Wing It, which is a stylized cartoon exploring the polarized relationship between a cat and a dog. That looked absolutely gorgeous. Really vibrant, bold colours, whilst the dark and grimy Charge, which is a short set in a desolate dystopia, that looked equally as good, but with far more action and realism. But the P64 also handled it with ease. It's worth pointing out the speakers on the P64 are pretty good, whilst obviously if you connect a soundbar or speakers with the 3.5mm, that would be a much bigger benefit. But if you haven't got any at hand, then you can happily watch movies with the built-in speakers. Didn't notice any latency at all when playing games using the P64 as the display, and whilst I'm sure veteran esport players will find issues with any minor response problems, I didn't notice any at all. Colours were vibrant, there wasn't any screen tearing or lag or latency when playing Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation 5 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on Nintendo Switch, both of which are reasonably fast-paced games. The P64 displayed both without a hiccup, while the Xbox Series X, I played some Minecraft, which is a lot slower, but it looks very crisp and it played equally as well. Colours and movements are crisp, and whilst the photos and videos taken for this review do not come close to the actual experience, they should still provide enough visuals to show the quality that the P64 provides. For the $299 asking price, the P64 is a remarkable projector with crisp and vivid clarity and the ability to watch content up to a massive 300 inches, all in a delightfully modern design, complete with autofocus auto keystone. I hope WiMiUS adds the ability to output at 4K for the next model, and that's really the only thing that holds the overall experience back. It's so close to a genuinely excellent experience, but 4K would make it perfect, albeit at a likely higher cost. If you would like to see more, you can go to podcastversusplayer.com. It's all going along the bottom of the screen, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye!